What's it like dating in Barcelona?
I'm in a relationship for a long time, so
How long have you been with him?
5-6 years.
How do you keep a relationship lasting that long?
Patience. Patience and loyalty.
Do you think it's easy to stay loyal in a city like Barcelona?
No, but not in a city nowadays.
At what point could you see yourself moving in with him?
2-3 years.
But you've been with him for 6.
Yes.
So why even stretch it out to 9?
Because I think it's really expensive and I have to make more money.
Would you split the bills with him?
Yes.
You wouldn't expect him to pay everything.
No.
Why not?
Why?
You've never heard of the man paying for everything before.
Yes, I think it's stupid.
What led you to have that mindset?
I don't know. I earn my money. I pay my things. Why my boyfriend would pay my things?
His money is his money. Your money is your
My
money.
Yes.
So what do you think about Western cultures where they're like, my money is her money is hers?
I think it's selfish.
How do you handle dinners and that kind of stuff with your boyfriend? All the time?
Yes. Maybe if it's my birthday, pues then he pays. And if it's his birthday, I pay.
I unfollowed all the past guys I had a situationship with. Any guy that I might have talked to in the past or had a little thing with or flirted with in the past, I unfollowed. They might still follow me, but I do not follow them. And the other day I was asked, why did I do this? It's no harm, this person said. It's no harm to follow them. You're not talking to them anyways. And it's true, I wasn't talking to them. So you might say, what's the point of unfollowing them? The thing is I want to steward my singleness very well. And the thing is I noticed that if my husband were still following exes or past situationship girls, if he were still following those girls and looking to see if they viewed his story or just kind of checking up on them on their story, that would make me uncomfortable. In a marriage, I would expect him to not be following those girls. So if I have that standard that I set for my husband, I first need to have that standard set for myself first. Meaning while I'm being single, if I'm not talking to this person, if I'm never going to see them again, if I don't have a relationship with them and we're not even in communication, what's the point of me viewing their story? What's the point of me staying caught up on their life? That's what I expect from my husband, so that's how I'm gonna act right now in my singleness, even before my husband comes.
How old are you?
25.
Are you single?
No, I'm married.
How long have you been married?
About 2 months.
Do you have a joint bank account with your husband or do you keep things separate?
No, we're separate. Fully separate. We have a joint credit card, but we're separate. Everything else.
Why not join it? I mean, you are married.
Because I have my money and he has his money.
So how do you feel about this statement? His money is your money is yours.
Yeah. He makes more money than I do, so he pays for more rent than I do, but we still have our own separate monies to spend however we'd like.
But let's say, God forbid, he lost his job.
Okay.
Would you be willing to foot the bills?
All right, so this comment is in regards to my last video I made saying simp culture is ruining dating here in Colombia. Now, to answer the question, no. I'm not trying to change any part of Colombian culture. It is what it is. Now, there's a huge difference between a guy being a provider and a simp. And as a woman, this is going to be very difficult for you to see because it's something that you directly benefit from. Now, it's one thing for a guy that's going to provide for his wife or girlfriend. I have no issue with that. It's a totally another thing when it's a guy who's just giving money to a woman because of her appearance that he'd never met before, or when there's absolutely no kind of reciprocation for his time, efforts, and money.
Does she really do anything for you? Like, I'm a big believer in men being protectors, providers, all that stuff, right? But a lot of dudes, they get so caught up in that role that they don't realize she does nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? She's just there taking, and you're just happy to be in her presence that you don't realize she's a liability, not an asset. Now, doing something for you doesn't mean she got to be spending money on you or, whatever. I don't view it that way. But what does she pour into you that makes life better? It could just be she knows how to handle you and make things more peaceful around you. You know what I'm saying? She knows how to talk to you. She knows how to inspire you. Whatever it is, does she have value that she adds? Because if not, nothing else matters.
So you can't get blinded, by the back shots.
Unpopular opinion.
Being a man has to be one of the toughest jobs in this world, because when I hear some of the requests that these women have and how they can contradict themselves when they telling you what they want, I get confused. You're not allowed to be sensitive, but how dare you not open up and talk about how you feeling? I need you to be a leader, but you need to understand that I'm not going to follow you and you can't lead me anywhere. I want you to be strong, but show some kind of vulnerability, but not too much, because now I'm going to think that you're weak, because strength and vulnerability can't seem to coexist. I want you to be there for me at all points and times, but understand that I'm still going to be very independent and not need you for certain things. I need you to read my mind, but don't assume you know what I'm thinking. Be financially stable, but have a whole bunch of free time, even though it takes time to make money to take care of this family. I want you to meet all my needs, but don't assume you know everything that I need right off top. How is it that when you don't know exactly what you need and what you want, he's supposed to know? When you hear it out loud, don't it sound silly?
I come home, the house is dirty, no dinner, and all I have to be offered is I come home, the kitchen is dirty, no dinner, and all I have to be offered is also, $300 is gone off my card. I come home, the kitchen is dirty, no dinner. This time there's $500 off my card. Brand new clothes. And still offered. Now, instead of the word that's exactly what you hoes look like. Oh, you thought I was about to say something about men, didn't you? I just wanted to show how pathetic y'all look as a woman. When you come up here talking about I'm not cooking and cleaning for my man. But your man will sit here and work 12 hours off of his for you. To make money for you. To put food into your mouth. To buy the food for you to cook. But you don't want to do that. You'd rather lay in bed, post on Instagram, go out and spend money. You don't even add money to the man's pockets. You're a drain. That's what you are. You're a drain leech. That's what you are. And the reason this is because y'all don't love men. You lust after men. All the can sit here and talk about, oh, I hate men, I can't believe I'm agreeing with a man, da-da-da-da-da-da. But the moment you need some dick, your ass and your legs is fucking wide open and back arched, bitch. Don't sit here and act like y'all hate men. No, you lust after men. You don't love them. You lust after them. That's all they are to y'all. Let's be fucking for real. And the moment a bitch bring up about kids, but what about kids? Just shut the fuck up. You can't even stay on the topic. Please.
You know, and
I would never understand how they come up with these takes. Viewer discretion is advised.
Like, is broke when he's angry.
You know, not everybody worships money the way some of y'all women do. Because being upset, being mad, being angry is a natural human emotion, right? And he might have just had a rough day. And the sad part about that rough day is when he thinks about it like, damn, I gotta go home to this ungrateful breezy that doesn't understand how to communicate and properly support me in this moment where I'm having a rough day. There's nothing worse than a partner that doesn't know how to console you and support you in the moment when you need tender love and care the most. That's why he's angry. It ain't because of the money. It's because he got to come home to you. It ain't nothing to look forward to. Plus, he knows you have no actual depth to your soul. The only thing that makes you happy is money. And he knows the moment he doesn't bring it home, he's going to have to hear you nag and nag and nag. Not realizing that money is never going to make you happy. You're insatiable.
That's all I'm gonna say. When a man is mad all the time and got an attitude and act like a bitch, he broke. Check his pockets.
I don't know if y'all realize this, but every time y'all try to insult a man by comparing him to a woman, you are degrading women. You are directly saying that men are better than women by trying to emasculate that man and compare him to a woman as an insult. And not only that, why do y'all associate men catching attitudes to be inherently feminine? Like, you know, attitudes are not gender-based, right? It's just an attitude. It doesn't belong to women. It doesn't belong to men. It belongs to people. So to say a man is a because he's catching an attitude is unintelligent. But to conclude, that frustration is not coming because he's broke. That frustration is coming because he has you as a partner. A woman that doesn't understand support, a woman that doesn't understand the value of a dollar, a woman that doesn't understand what it takes to make a dollar. And not only do you not understand those basic concepts, you are literally no help. You are making the journey to financial freedom much more difficult than it should be. You're a leech and he's disappointed in himself because he signed a deal that he knows when it's all said and done, he's going to get in the worst way. That's what he's really upset about, but he refuses to tell you because he knows you are too simple-minded to understand the basic concepts of income. And he knows despite how hard he's trying, his efforts are going to go unnoticed and it'll all be a waste of time. But you know, unfortunately for you, you ain't got to listen to what I'm saying because I'm just a normal guy. Yeah, I get the change.
And, you know, Desirable Truth was out there in Barcelona talking to a woman about her relationship status. And one of the things that she said is, and what she was describing, honestly and truly, is darn near, I would say as close as you can get to a 50-50 relationship, to an equal relationship. I'm putting in effort, you're putting in effort. So we're kind of meeting in the middle. I'm considering you, you're considering me. So once again, we're meeting in the middle. Too many times modern women get out here and they want the man to pay for everything and they don't have any consideration for what the man is going through or what's going on in his life. So they just, oh yeah, you know, just pay for this or just do that, or, you know, you're a man. They don't have a plan on how we supposed to do these things. You're a man, just figure it out. They don't show any compassion or mercy. It's like, hey, maybe he's sick, or hey, maybe he's going through this and that. It doesn't matter to me. Just do what I'm asking you to do. Be a man. Even though you're not being a woman.
If your man is still complaining, he ain't cheating yet. It's normal for a husband to complain about his wife. I mean, seriously though. They deal with each other every day. Who wants to deal with someone every day? Nobody really wants to deal with anybody every day. If he's still complaining, that means he's paying attention and still fully aware of your existence, which is a good place to be in these marriages. Once he stops questioning when dinner is going to be cooked, or if the laundry's done, or anything, if he even cares if you come home, just know at that point he has started cheating. If he begins to pander to you or give you compliments that you ain't heard his give you in at least the last 5 years, oh, he's about to leave you. He wants you fully unaware of what's happening behind your back, because no man actually just packs up and leave off of emotion. They are way too calculated for that. So to the girls whose men still give a damn to complain, that man still loves you, okay? Just trust and believe. Once he stops complaining, once he stops communicating, once he stops giving a damn whether the laundry is done or what's for dinner, you're headed towards a divorce.
Guys, I can't believe what just happened. This girl, I don't want to put her on blast, but this girl took me out to the restaurant and now she's telling me after we ordered, she ain't got enough money. I'm shaking. Like, why would you waste my time? Why would you bring me out? My time is actually valuable.
Yeah, but you didn't.
No. It's not how this works, guys. I can't actually believe it. Like, what is the point? If you're not in a position to date, don't be dating. Work on yourself first.
I have money though.
Oh, you have money?
Yeah.
Do you have enough?
Because
I don't do 50-50.
I don't know how much it
The
is.
other guys are willing to do 50-50. I'm not doing no 50-50. So can you pay this girl, yes or no?
I don't know how much it is. I don't know if I have
Absolutely shocking. You know what? I'm gonna get someone to come pick me up. Get another girl to come pick me up. This is absolutely disgusting.
Things my wife does that would put a low effort wife into a coma. She loves to cook, and she loves to cook for me. I'm just not a good cook, and so she took on that role and she loves it. She doesn't really see my success as a threat because it's our success. Oh, I like this one. She's a passenger princess, but an interactive one. Like, she talks to me. She's not just doom scrolling on her phone all the time. She cares about my birthday more than I do myself. I swear, she's the first one to remind me that it's my birthday. Guy friends don't exist. I don't know why we're still having this debate and conversation. They just don't. We don't try to compete in life. She appreciates my accomplishments and I appreciate hers. She gives me a kiss and a hug almost every time I leave and every time I come back and say hello. When I ask her to make a coffee, she does with like a joyful heart. This one might get people, but she allows me to lead with confidence because I trust her counsel. When I come home, I can expect a peaceful environment. I don't know how she does it. She can take any place and make it into a home. That's just what she's good at. I can't even. Oh, and I almost forgot. She makes sourdough bread. Well, she's trying. You're trying.
I was like talking to this guy and on Hinge, and we were getting along really, really well. And then he was like, hey, do you want to do drinks on the first date? And I was like, oh, I don't do drinks on a first date because of a bad experience. Would you be down to get dinner instead? And he said, I don't do dinner on a first date because of a bad experience. And I was like, oh, what's your bad experience? And he was like, oh, well, a lot of girls have gone on first dates with me and then ghosted me, and that's just a lot of money to spend on a first date. He was like, what's your bad experience? And I was like, well, I was drugged on a first date where I went with a guy for drinks, and I just want to be like 100% present. I don't want any alcohol. So that's just what the stakes just feel so different.
I'm asking why do men prefer women with lower body counts?
Oh my God, they don't even know.
I think having multiple partners, like loosely having with different men, not only is it dangerous because you can catch.
Come on.
This is why you guys are having.
She's had at least 5.
This is why, you're not desired.
Oh.
It's a lot of things that is happening.
I mean, I would say the amount of partners I have would indicate I am desired.
Oh,
I mean,
this dummy. Oh, no. Yeah, this is what happens with these modern women. They associate with the amount of like, ladies, understand this. We can go deep inside you and not even like you. Please hear me when I say this. I'm trying to give y'all game, baby. We don't even have to like you.
I am a person who happens to consider myself to be hypersexual. It's just part of who I am. It's always been part of who I am. And when I was 14, growing up in a very religious church that told me that who I was as a person was bad, that was really harmful for me as a person. I was depressed as a child. I was on antidepressants. I thought something was broken in myself. And when I finally left that religion and the shackles of the shame that had been placed on me by the patriarchy in that religion, I realized there's nothing wrong with me. I'm just this type of person. And here's the deal.
Oh my God. Did y'all just hear what she was 14 years old. She categorizes herself as hypersexual. And then once she was able to escape the church and the grips and the clutches of the patriarchy, she found out that she's not a bad person. Baby girl, you was having at 14. That's way too young.
And you said, why do men want a woman with a low body count?
Come on.
And the answer is because we're not equal. And again, this is going to always be the fallacy and the flaw with feminism, because you're going to be fighting for an equality that does not exist.
Come on.
I'm not saying better or worse. I'm saying we are different. Now, it depends on what you want intimacy for. If you want to be out there doing it with everybody, you absolutely have your right to do that. Please be loud and proud. We want to see you coming. The men love women like that to have fun with. However, when you talk about love, when you talk about marriage, when you talk about a committed relationship, most of us, when you get to your old age, usually you have 1, if you're lucky, like me, 2 great loves. You don't think about the string of casual that has been promoted and think of that like, man, I really got it all in. Most of us don't. You're free to do that if you want to, but I'm just saying, as we age, what's going to really matter is the relationships, the marriages, the families, the relationships that meant something, the intimacy that meant something. You can do as much as you want to with whoever you want to, but I do agree the way casual is promoted now, it is hurting us. It may be fun in the moment, but it's going to hurt us, and we're all going to pay the price for it.
Everybody. Okay, so here's the thing, right? If you go into it with the intention of getting money for your services, what is that?
On paper?
Yeah. Okay. If you go into it and you realize you don't like the man, and you want Birkins and trips and money in exchange for your time, what is that?
On paper?
Yeah. Okay. Third, last one. If you go into it.
Oh, wait. I changed my mind. That's tricky. That's tricky.
Okay.
Because you now you done put some items on there. You said Birkins and purses and stuff like that. And I don't like you. That's a sugar daddy.
Okay. Is sugar daddy different than John?
I think it's different. You f***ing the John. The
So-
pimp is your manager.
So, if you just go to dinner with a man and he pay for dinner, but then he's like, you know what? I know you had to miss a show. You had a show. You had to miss this show. You was gonna make $20,000 doing this show. Here go $20,000 because you went out to dinner. What is that?
That's the sponsor.
Okay, I'm okay. I'm out of the church. I'm over it. I don't know what the f going on no more.
What's your thought process on it though?
That's my thought. Those were my questions. I don't have no further thoughts because I had to figure out what I don't know the tier system.
What did you assume before this conversation?
All of it is.
That's what I've been saying though. Everybody got a little toot in them.
Some little toot. What the hell is wrong with her, man?
Effective immediately with DJ Head and Gina Views.
Somebody got to say it. And I'll be the to say it. This whole concept of a man having to get the world and she ain't got to give him nothing but has to be the most delusional that you hoes ever came up with in your mother life. You want him to come in paying bills, but if he asked you to pay his bills, you wouldn't do it. You want him to spend all his money on you, out to eat, good game night, date nights, and all this stuff. But the moment this man asks you to pay for something, you're offended. Let's get one even better. You want this man to love you in a way that you sure ain't gonna love yourself. You want him to appreciate you in a way that you ain't gonna appreciate him, nor yourself. You have no boundaries, no standards, and the standards and boundaries you set for yourself is too high for you to even function. You're setting them at a rate of a who have accomplished some shit in life, who deserve that. You think you her. You watching on Instagram thinking you her. So you approaching your caliber of men as if they're their caliber of men, and you wonder why you getting the end of the stick. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about all the that you lack and you neglect your mother self, but you want to hold this man accountable. Let's talk about how you lie to yourself every day, but you want this man to tell you the mother truth. You don't love you, but he's supposed to love you. I don't know which one of you hoes came up with this.
And there was a woman, and this is what modern women do. They try to compare what they are going through to what you're going through. And they try to say, well, if I go on this date, well, basically they're trying to say, well, I'm not going to do this because, all guys would do this to me. I've seen it to where people have taken their drinks to the bathroom. Talking about dudes. Go to the club. I'll take my bath. You sit your drink on the top of the urinal? Yeah, man. You don't want people putting stuff in your drink. If you're around people in an environment that they would do that, then that might be either don't go there, or that might be the length that you have to go to protect yourself, right? I know you guys probably don't want to do that, but if you don't want that to happen to you, then that might be what you have to do from anybody, right? Don't like that happened to you, and definitely, hopefully, they caught the guy and something happened to him, because it's definitely a crime. But I would say what you try to do is minimize what happened to him. So he's saying, man, I go out there and I try to be a good person. I try to pay, but women take advantage of me. That's the crux of the matter. And essentially what you said, when you said, oh, well, somebody drugged me, is, oh, well, somebody did something worse, so you should take me to dinner. Newsflash. People can stick stuff in your food. You're going to get a drink at the restaurant, so they can still put something in your drink. You know what I mean? I can get water at the restaurant. You can get water at a bar too. You can just say, I don't really drink. I'm not into alcohol like that. You can do that. There's plenty of ways that you can get around it. But modern women, they want what they want.
It's a tip for my man living by themselves. Hey, listen, men, while we're in isolation, there's 3 major things that we have to be doing. I'm sure you probably already know what they are, but I'm going to just say them just in case anybody needs to know. These are the 3 major things. We have to be getting smarter. So that means reading books, audiobooks, podcasts. That way when we pop out, we like Socrates. All right, we got to increase this. Number 2, we got to be going to the gym while we're in isolation. All right, while we're in isolation, go to the gym, get bigger, get leaner. That way we pop out looking like He-Man. All right, that's number 2. Number 3, we got to get our money up. That way we could be like Bruce Wayne. All right, got to get the money up while we're in isolation. Save and work more, get the money up, pop out like Bruce Wayne. Get smarter, get stronger and leaner, and get richer. Socrates, He-Man, Bruce Wayne. All right, that's what we're doing in isolation. That's a tip for my man living by themselves.
From personal experience, you can't go too hood, you can't go too left, or you can't go too right. Like, you can't go too educated, straight edge, and you can't go too hood YN. I know from experience. And what breaks my heart is, again, bringing them up again, watching Worst Neighbor Ever with Miles. Unfortunately, man, that man was so perfect. Like, but in this real world, I need a little screw loose a little bit. But see, the thing about that is, it's a fine line between he's protective and he got some sense on how to delegate that part of him, or getting your head knocked in between the washer and dryer. You know what I'm saying? That's why like nowadays, just stay single. Just stay single. Don't listen to me though.
Because if you're making more money than she is, don't put it past her that she's not going to steal it from you. Remember, it's a money-hungry game. You can never get comfortable. Because I just seen another 304 get on here talking about she was trapping with another 304 and the 304 stole her money. And that's not the first time I heard that. And it's like, I don't know why y'all keep thinking that you're gonna meet a real friend in the game. Like, I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but if it does, it's rare. Understand it's a competitive, evil game, period. And then on top of that, some of them will watch your life and see how your folks is treating you and think that if they come to the stable, your folks will treat them the same way. And when he don't, now they're looking at you, wondering what it is about you that they don't have. And then that's where the competing and the comparing comes into. And that's why I don't believe in having HPs or wifeys, because yeah, we could be cordial, but friends,
3 things my husband will never hear me say. 1, as he should. I will never sit there and demean my husband and everything he does for me by just pulling out, yeah, as he should. Let's order food. Absolutely not. I will either go out and get my man food, get ingredients, but most likely I'll be in the kitchen and I will make my man dinner because I know I can cook better than any restaurant. Last thing is I will absolutely never yell at my man. There is no situation ever that a woman should be yelling at their man. The dynamic will get ruined if you are insulting your man.
The fastest way to lose a good man is not cheating. It's becoming his biggest source of stress. He's already fighting the world's work pressure, money, expectations. If home feels like another battlefield, he won't stay long. Men don't leave because someone prettier shows up. They leave when peace disappears. If every conversation is a challenge, every decision is questioned, every moment feels tense, that's not partnership. That's pressure. He doesn't need a competitor. He needs softness where life is hard. Respect where the world doubts him. Loyalty isn't controlled, it's created. So if he's distant, ask yourself, are you his piece or just another problem?
Description of a man and his role is maintainer, protector, and provider. And the description of a woman is the comfort, the consoler, and the helpmeet of a man. And whenever 2 people are following those roles and striving to become the best at it, no, not a relationship that's given 50-50. Relationships are not 50-50. They're 100-100. Ooh. You got to be 100% of what you're supposed to be, and then she has to be 100% of what she's supposed to be. That's how you have the ideal functional relationship.
If your wife can spend more than you make, like you need to make more monies, 150 maybe to 250,000 a year would be comfortable for sure. The more the merrier. But
300,000, like I guess if they made less than that, I feel like we wouldn't have the lifestyle I wanted, so I would work. Like, life's expensive.
Anywhere from 70 to 100K.
I would have to say 127.
$500,000. Is that bad?
Probably 150 to $250,000 a year.
Ideally, my husband needs to be making like 650,000.
There is one trait no woman can fake their attraction to, and it has nothing to do with looks or money. Composure. A man who doesn't flinch, doesn't argue back when she's emotional, doesn't get rattled when plans go sideways, doesn't lose his frame when she throws a curveball. Composure is the most attractive thing a man can own because it's the one thing she can't manufacture herself. If you're a man who loses his cool the second a woman gets emotional, DM me. Composure is a skill, and it is the most important one you will ever learn.
Why is it okay to disrespect the man that you lay in the bed with? The man that buys you things? The man that you're supposed to be cooking for? It's okay to talk to him crazy, but you don't talk to your boss crazy? Why? Because that man gives you a check? What about everything your man give you? Where's his respect? It goes out the window, right? Because women get comfortable, right? They get comfortable in relationships, but this is why I say, this up to the man to put his foot down in the beginning, because what you allow will always continue. If that woman feels comfortable enough to disrespect you, it's because you haven't demanded your respect.
So let me get this straight. Men used to go to war and send letters written on paper from Vietnam and World War II in France. Letters. Yet he can't reply to a text message. Because he's busy, he just gets so busy and, he's just got stuff going on. From war, they sent a letter on pigeonback. He can't type a message. The bar is so low that I can't even see it. Like, I don't even have to step over it. I just have to glide over it. It's so low.
Y'all, look at this man. I asked him to bring me to a fancy restaurant, and he brought me to Cheesecake Factory. I have lowered my standards way too low, y'all.
Okay. No, you want to get on TikTok with it? Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Pay your side of tab. We gonna split the bills. Pay your side of tab then.
Absolutely
I'm not
not.
gonna put up with this. No.
You know what? I will go out of here right now and catch an Uber.
Oh, you gonna walk out, huh?
Yes.
Oh, you gonna give me some tonight?
No.
You gonna give me some?
No, I'm
okay,
not.
Pay your tab then.
No.
I'm not gonna do this.
You pay.
All right, bet. Don't worry about it. I got it.
Okay.
I got it. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Wait.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, if you are a man, please listen to this because it is very important. I'm fairly strong. Actually, I'm very strong. I can lift a lot of weight. So when it comes to boxes, luggages, anything that I need to lift, I don't need help. I can do it on my own. However, there have been times where I have struggled and I had men walking by, passing by, just looking at me and then going back on their phone and continued walking. And for a second, I thought I lost hope in humanity because I'm like, the right thing to do if you see a woman struggling, whether you're attracted to her or not, it doesn't matter. You help the person. And that hasn't happened to me in ages. But today I was at the supermarket and I have some water cases, which don't weigh that much. They really don't. Like, I can easily put it in the back of my car. But this gentleman stopped and was like, "Miss, can I please help you put the water cases in the back of your car?" My heart melted. So if you are a man, please do the right thing and just ask. Yes, I can do it by myself. But it is nice to know that there are men out there that if they see a woman that is struggling, they're there to help. And who knows, you might find your future wifey doing this. All right, I'm done.
Good morning. I just woke up. We're going to get right into it. I'm tired of hearing this line. If you're broke, just say that. You think by saying that does something to it might have done something to us, but not no real. You asking me for something that I got that you don't got. So if you're broke, just say that. What is y'all talking about? Trying to use that line to make a feel some type of way. You stupid. I don't even know how y'all even let this go on too long. Like God knew not to make me a. Speaking of this, I go to the beauty supply store to go try to buy some new lashes. So when I start giving my man some neck and we record it, instead of talking outside my neck, instead of begging, instead of complaining, let me go do something. I go in the beauty supply store and I see a whole bunch of pictures on the wall of you. It's always a calling a broke, but she in the beauty supply store on a wall of shame looking like this. Go to your local beauty supply store right now. I bet you see a girl in a black and white picture with a up hairstyle, with a missing eyebrow, with a missing side tooth. You would see that her lips is black and pink if the picture was not in black and white. Right now, I bet you gonna see one of them, and I bet you them same is gonna be on the internet calling one of y'all broke. And then it's always stealing something you don't need. What is you stealing a wig for? I would have rather you go to Best Buy, steal a laptop so you go on Indeed and fill out a job application. Go to Dollar Tree, steal some pens. Go do something. And Target at the bottom office detained for stealing lip gloss and shit. You don't got $3 for lip gloss, but calling another bro, shut the up.
And there was a woman asking, does the perfect mix of a man exist? And she was describing a perfect man, but she was also saying, I need a man that has a little bit of a screw loose. Exactly. And that's where a lot of modern women go wrong. They want a man that's a little bit crazy, but not too crazy. They're trying to toe the line is what they're trying to do. And really, honestly and truly, when you say I want a man that's crazy, but not too crazy, is honestly and truly subjective. What do you mean by not too crazy? Like, define that. And they really can't define that because their emotions go up and down. So, I mean, I could want him super crazy today, running behind me, stalking me all outside my window. I want that as they say, and they make it seem like that's 90s R&B love, but it really isn't. It's just a man that is acting like a criminal, is really what it is. He's stalking you at that point. But if it's the man that you want, if you have a bad attitude and you keep on storming out of things, you're going to want a man to run after you and to chase you. And if it were any other normal man, then that would probably be a restraining order. But because you live in a fantasy, then you're going to want that man to continue running after you and doing crazy things. And I want a man to show up at my wedding. What are you doing marrying a man that you don't love? That's beside the point. I want a man to walk up to my job. Your job is a secure site with security. He can't walk up in there like that. But a real man would figure out a way. If he's a burglar, maybe. If he does that, if he's a con man, maybe. But normal men, they have to go to work. Some of these brothers have kids. They don't have time to be getting into foolishness.
You don't want a man who has to change himself to be with you. You want a man that's already himself, living authentically, being a virtuous, chivalrous, integrous man. My windshield wipers just came on like they agree with me. You want a man that's already in his final form. He is already the man that he's going to be for a lifetime. And this kind of man is going to make you feel safe and appreciated. And he's going to want to cater to you. And it's not going to be hard for him to not be a lustful man. He's going to already have these characteristics and these wonderful traits. When you go out here and you meet a man who is not of your caliber, he has a lot of demons, he has a lot of problems, they're going to come out. It's only a matter of time. Because unfortunately and realistically, men do not change for us. And if they do change, it's like putting a Band-Aid on a gaping wound. It's going to reopen and their true self is going to come out in a matter of time. So just wait until you meet a man who has done the work, who is doing the work, but wait until he finishes doing the work and don't sell yourself short. It ain't worth it.
Men, beware of the silver bullet divorce. Step 1, they will falsely accuse you of divorce. Not only have you not accused them, but they likely were to you. They will file a restraining order and have you removed from your home. Unexpectedly, you will instantly lose access to all your belongings and thrown right out into the street. They will lie, because no one has ever been punished for false claims of divorce. By the way, her attorney, they know how to judge shop. Their attorney will have her file her claim at a specific date and time, so that this case gets handed to a particular judge, one who always grants restraining orders. Once a restraining order is in place, you will automatically lose custody of your children. And you're going to immediately start working overtime so you can find a place to live, pay for legal fees, recoup what you lost. And shortly after, you're going to find out they immediately filed for child support, spousal support, and mortgage assistance called deviation. Now, because you worked all of this overtime, your income suddenly appears higher than it normally is, and the court's going to impose a support order that's more than you actually make. You may think because you have an attorney that they're on your side. No. Your attorney is going to collude with her attorney to keep you working as much as possible to make sure all parties get paid other than yourself. Now, you may ask yourself, how does the family court allow this? Well, Title 4D of the Social Security Act, it pays local courts up to 66 cents of every dollar that they make you pay in support. Seems illegal, right?
You want to lose a good man fast? Simple. Just follow these 3 steps and I guarantee you he will be gone before you even realize what happened. Step 1. Disrespect him. The fastest way to love is disrespect. Roll your eyes at him. Cut him off when he talks. Talk down to him in front of other people. Laugh at his ideas. Make him feel this small. A good man will not stay where he feels disrespected because respect is the foundation of how he gives and how he leads. The second he loses that, the relationship is done. Step 2, withhold your intimacy. Then make a bargaining chip. Weaponize intimacy. Punish him by shutting him out physically and emotionally. Make him feel like attraction is something he has to beg for. When a man feels unwanted by the woman he chose, it cuts him deeper than you think. So he will check out, and once he does, it is almost impossible to bring him back. And finally, step 3, be constantly negative. Finally, complain about everything. Focus on what he isn't instead of what he is. criticize instead of appreciate. Nitpick the small things and ignore the effort he does put in. Nothing crushes a man faster than realizing no matter how hard he tries, he will never be enough in your eyes. So yeah, do these 3 things and you will lose a good man fast. Or you can flip it. Respect him, desire him, and appreciate him. That's how you keep a man who actually will show up.
Here are the 6 signs of a top tier man. Are y'all ready? Let's get into it, family. Number 1, he's disciplined. And I mean disciplined in all areas. Number 2, secure within himself. Without the crutches. Crutches being money, status, or looks. This type of man's security is built on him as a person. Without the money and the status. This man still had a rotation. Although he's built an empire for himself, the empire doesn't make him. He made the empire. Number 3, morals, character, and integrity. A man of God. A man who lives by a certain code. A man who holds himself accountable. And who's considerate. A man of his word. Number 4, relentless ambition. A man who's resilient. Not afraid of taking risks. He does not let failure stop him. Instead failures and losses, this type of man uses that as fuel. Fuel to motivate him to go even harder. Number 5, a humble confidence. Confidence to know exactly who he is and know his worth. Humble enough to know that there's always another level. Coachable, knowing that there's always an area to improve. Number 6, a good leader. A man who leads his own life well, uses wisdom, and demonstrates the capacity and the ability to lead another life well.
Now, who do you think you are?
In the words of the great Ernest P. Worrell, if you're looking to build a happy and healthy relationship, science can help you do it a lot better. I'm Max Butterfield, Dr. Max Butterfield. I study this kind of thing for a living. 3 science-backed facts you should know. Number 1, one of the very first qualities that is involved in building a happy and healthy relationship is in fact physical attraction. There's nothing shallow about that. That is something associated with relationship quality. However, number 2, that's not nearly enough. Communication skills are also incredibly important. So it doesn't matter how attractive somebody is. If they can't communicate well or you can't communicate well with them, you are in for a world of hurt. And then finally, number 3, value match. So if that person values money a great deal more than you do, you're probably not going to have a good time. If they value work above all else, you are probably not going to have a good time. Figuring out those values quickly is a very important skill. If you would like to learn that skill, I can help you do it. Follow me for more and check out future videos on that topic. Look on my profile. Maybe you'll find them right now. There's no way of knowing until you look.
Don't ask me to get on top, because you're probably going to get about 5 bounces out of me, and I don't think I'm going to catch a cramp or a Charlie horse for who? For you? Nah, me no way. Get somebody else to do it.
It's fun to stay at the bar.
Why did you let yourself go?
I've gained 60 pounds since my wedding about 4.5 years ago, and I need to be held accountable.
Would you date a big girl?
No. I like them slim thick. I love big girls. Big girls, that's my type of thing. What can't go wrong with a big girl? That's the best way to go. And the big girls got the most money at all times.
Why do you say they have the most money?
I say they got the most money. They always eating, and they gonna feed you at all times. You always gonna be fed. You never gonna be starving. Perfect with a big girl. You can never go wrong with a big girl. She gonna really feed you. She gonna make the meals. When you get home at night, she gonna cook the meals. Nice meals too, cause she like food herself.
Would you date me?
We already dated. Stop playing. You see us?
Bro, I swear, bro, people that's in the NFL, the NBA, and rappers do not know how to be famous, bro. That should be blowing me, bro. Niggas get that first deal, and the first they cuff up is the that was with the last 20 rappers and athletes. That's the first you go to and cut. Now, it's one thing they hit to get it out your system for sure. I'm with that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't dick watching like that, because if you want to hit it, you know what I'm saying? But you get famous, and the first you say I'm gonna get is I want to be that future Michael B. Jordan, Bow Wow, John Moran, James Harden, Rollo Rodriguez, Lil Baby, Young Thug had. I want to share pussies with those. What? Stuff the same. Bro, that should be blowing me. That's why I fuck with Young Boy, bro. NBA Young Boy, bro. Every you seen him with, he put him on. All his was regular degular till he got him. That's what it's gonna be for me, bro. Y'all gonna be seeing, if I get famous, all my gonna be goddamn, y'all gonna pull up old pictures of her working at Popeyes and Radio Shack and Toys R Us, nigga. Stores that don't even exist no more. What are you talking about, nigga? All my from that regular degular job, CNAs and what are you talking about, bro? Because at least with those, I could take them out of their city, and you, she had before me, they'll never see her again, nigga. Y'all niggas be cuffing the same 8, because it happens every 10 years in the industry. It's a solid 8 to 10 that every public figure cuffs. Like, that shit be blowing me, bro. Y'all niggas do not know how to be famous.
There was a woman talking about, in so many words, you need to find you a man that's that has integrity and that has virtue, and he's done the work. And men don't really change for you. They still have their demons, and if they still have their demons, basically, then you don't work with them. You let him figure his demons out, and then you might come in after all of that's done. So basically, that man has to do all of the work, get everything taken care of, set up, and then you come in and reap the benefits, right? I understand not entering into something and getting yourself into something that is clearly not going to be good for you. But these are the same type of modern women that are walking around with their behinds hanging out. They're the ones walking around with their chest all out. So you want that man to fix all his issues, but you don't see anything wrong with what you have going on. There's nothing that you have to do. Why is that?